Tom hasn't yet sold his house. Tom hasn't yet sold his house. Tom hasn't sold his house yet. Tom hasn't sold his house yet. Tom hasn't told me what to do. Tom hasn't told me what to do. Tom hasn't been contacted yet. Tom hasn't been contacted yet. Tom hasn't yet been contacted. Tom hasn't yet been contacted. Tom hasn't been convicted yet. Tom hasn't been convicted yet. Tom hasn't yet been convicted. Tom hasn't yet been convicted. Tom hasn't been acquitted yet. Tom hasn't been acquitted yet. Tom hasn't yet been acquitted. Tom hasn't yet been acquitted. Tom hasn't yet been sentenced. Tom hasn't yet been sentenced. Tom hasn't been reassigned yet. Tom hasn't been reassigned yet. Tom hasn't yet been reassigned. Tom hasn't yet been reassigned. Tom hasn't grilled the fish yet. Tom hasn't grilled the fish yet. Tom hasn't been blacklisted yet. Tom hasn't been blacklisted yet. Tom hasn't yet been blacklisted. Tom hasn't yet been blacklisted. Tom hasn't been apprehended yet. Tom hasn't been apprehended yet. Tom hasn't yet been apprehended. Tom hasn't yet been apprehended. Tom hasn't yet painted the fence. Tom hasn't yet painted the fence. Tom hasn't been badly wounded yet. Tom hasn't been badly wounded yet. Tom hasn't been offered a job yet. Tom hasn't been offered a job yet. Tom hasn't dropped out of the race. Tom hasn't dropped out of the race. Tom hasn't been named as a suspect. Tom hasn't been named as a suspect. I'm sure that Tom hasn't done that. I'm sure that Tom hasn't done that. I hope Tom hasn't changed his mind. I hope Tom hasn't changed his mind. I hear Tom hasn't been helping you. I hear Tom hasn't been helping you. Tom hasn't washed his car recently. Tom hasn't washed his car recently. Tom still hasn't washed his clothes. Tom still hasn't washed his clothes. Tom still hasn't found his passport. Tom still hasn't found his passport. Tom probably hasn't gotten home yet. Tom probably hasn't gotten home yet. Tom hasn't responded to our request. Tom hasn't responded to our request. Tom hasn't been arrested or charged. Tom hasn't been arrested or charged. There's no way Tom hasn't done that. There's no way Tom hasn't done that. Tom hasn't done that for many years. Tom hasn't done that for many years. Tom hasn't done anything for us yet. Tom hasn't done anything for us yet. Tom hasn't been very helpful so far. Tom hasn't been very helpful so far. Tom hasn't been asked to resign yet. Tom hasn't been asked to resign yet. Tom hasn't yet been asked to resign. Tom hasn't yet been asked to resign. Tom hasn't been told what to do yet. Tom hasn't been told what to do yet. Tom hasn't yet been told what to do. Tom hasn't yet been told what to do. Tom hasn't sharpened the knives yet. Tom hasn't sharpened the knives yet. Tom hasn't yet finished his homework. Tom hasn't yet finished his homework. Tom still hasn't dug up the potatoes. Tom still hasn't dug up the potatoes. Tom hasn't done that in 3 months. Tom hasn't done that in 3 months. Tom hasn't complained about that yet. Tom hasn't complained about that yet. Tom hasn't commented on the incident. Tom hasn't commented on the incident. Tom hasn't been home in 3 months. Tom hasn't been home in 3 months. Tom hasn't been charged with a crime. Tom hasn't been charged with a crime. Tom hasn't been accused of any crime. Tom hasn't been accused of any crime. Tom hasn't bought anything today. Tom hasn't bought anything today. I'm pretty sure Tom hasn't done that. I'm pretty sure Tom hasn't done that.